Hi, this is a sound test. Okay. So my name is Laurent Matteo. I'm working for Capgemini right now, and a little disclaimer part: it's not endorsed by BMC or by my company Capgemini. It's a video that I'm doing because I wanted to do one from a long time ago, and well, so today we'll explain how to change a couple of things in the CSS from SRM, for example, to change the color of a question, to change the layout. So we'll see how we can do that. So let's start. So first things first, we are going to log in. So next step, we are going to, so it's in French, but basically it doesn't change anything. So as you can see, we've got our question there, our question zone, and what we want to do is change the layout. So right now it's on the left part, and its question is boring, like there's no color, no anything. So we want to change that. So how we can do that? So first thing first, we are using firebug, an extension, a very cool extension from for Firefox. With this one, we are going to use inspection, I guess. This way we can choose what we want to change. For example, my question. We are switching to HTML. So let's inspect it again. I'm going to change a little the layout. So this is done live, so I'm sorry, it's not very something I prepared something. So as you can see, we've got here the HTML layout. So we've got the first div, that is the parent. In the div, so we have got left and question body. In the label, we can see that we have the text, my question 1, for example, and it has a class, so CSS, and also the first div. The first div has a left and question body, so two things. But as you can see, if you want to change my question 1 and the text to the right, it's actually the question container. So it's not exactly the same. So first of all, we are going to change what happens when we want to change the text, if we want to change the color. And we are going to try to change the layout, so instead of being on the left part, it will be on the right part. So for example, here, if you look at the div, you can see that my question 1 is on the left part. We want to see it next to the text area, so on the right. So what we're going to do here is, so we want to alter the left and the question body. So we have to know that everything like this, like CSS and stuff, are handled in the jar file, which is stored in ARS itself. So we are going to need to alter this this jar. So I'm going to use the object list. By the way, it's done here on 8.1 version, but it shouldn't change a thing. Problem is that perhaps I don't have the right. Yeah, so I need to do this with administrator account. show it in, and we are going to use the data visualization module, and we are going to search for anything that has SRM in it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the name change in 8.1 something. So you want to search the service request console. Basically, what you want to search is to get is SRM service request browser.jar. So what you want to do is save it on the hard disk. So I'm going to save it in SRM. So once it's saved, I'm gonna use 7-zip. You can use something else to unzip it, all the files that are inside. And basically now what we are going to do is to search those types. So I'm here, and what I'm going to do is search for the CSS horizontal question label or question body. So I'm going to search for question body, and you'll say, oh, I'm going to search with all those files because there are a lot of them. So the easiest way is to use the Notepad++, which is a freeware, up, and the search functionality. So I'm going to search question body in all files because I'm lazy, and in this folder. Okay, so as you can see, it found several entries. So we don't care about the class file because it's Java, so we don't want to touch this. So we've got several of them. We have got question body in provideinfo.css and in questionnaire.css. Then we've got the VM or the VM. I thought that was in the ST. In fact, basically, if you are checking the, for example, input.vm, it's like an HTML template, basically, where you are finding the div, everything as a text, and then it's replaced by the jar here. So what we want to do is actually just to modify we just want to modify the CSS. So we've got two of them. So this one is a back, okay, so I guess it's a temporary file or something, it's not very important. And we have this one and this one. So we have got two of them for the question body. So question is, which one to change? Well, we don't know, that's the beauty of the thing. So what we want to do is actually to play around a little to see which one is a good one. So we are going to do something very funny that everyone did when he coded HTML or something. We are going to change the background color, for example. So we're going to ff for this one. You want to do a backup because, of course, before doing that. So this one is a provide info. We are going to do the same with question body here. But of course we are going to change the color. This one will be 00ff00. We save. And what we are going to do right now is to construct back the jar. So we will run this one. this one is the original one. So we are going to construct backed. So in fact a jar is just a zip file. So you want to construct back the zip file, renaming it to jar, upload it back to the data visualization module. So we delete the first one, the old one, we save, we add the file, and we save the record. But it's not enough. We have got to update to it is cached, everything is cached on the media. So we have got to clear everything that is on the media. So first of all we've got to stop Tomcat. So Tomcat is stopped. I'm going where the media is installed. In my case it's default installation. So you need to go to plugin devs cache, check everything is empty in this folder, plugins cache, delete everything that is in this folder, and then you need to start Tomcat again. Here we go. So Tomcat is up. You also have to clear your browser cache. It's very important. Refresh the page. So you need to log in again. And as you can see, you have here the div changed. As you can see, before we had no color, and here we got a background color. So what is interesting here is that we know right now which one is used, if it was this one or this one. So perhaps you don't know which color does what. So if we are using Firebug again, so it's in question body. So we've got to find the question body which is used for this one. And as you can see here, if you select the div, we have got the ff00ff with 200 pixels. So it's in provideinfo.css. So it's question body, it's this one. So we know that it's using provideinfo.css. So this is the first thing, and it's good. So we're switching back to HTML. We are selecting the div. And as you can see, we've got here left and question body. Left is float left, which is also in provide.info line 3. And this one line 31. We could have seen this one on the first go, but I prefer to show you how to do it the hard way. It's better. So this one we don't need this one. We can delete the background color. And so we want to change the left and the right. So we see that it's we saw here that it's on left line 3 left, magic. So what we want to do right now is to put it on the right, and we want also to change a font, for example Taoma, but we want to do it like bigger, you know. So we take font family, and we are going back to question body, and we add the font, and we change it to 10, for example. So what question is, of course, why did I change the div rather than the label? If you remember, here we got the div, left question body, and here we got the label. I didn't use the label because basically the label, I worked on this before, the label doesn't exist. It's not declared in the CSS, so basically it looks like default values. If you are looking for question label into all files, it won't find it in the CSS, I mean. As you can see, it finds it in some templates, but not in CSS files. It's defined nowhere. So we could create it, but that's not the point here. So we change the left to the right, and we change the value here. So same thing as before. I need to log in again. So let's do the right one this time. So we delete it, we save, we don't forget to build the new jar. We upload it. We save the record. And once again, we've got to stop Tomcat. Go into plugin dev cache and plugin cache. Make sure we delete the content of plugin cache. Start Tomcat. We refresh Firefox. So it complains that the session is not correct, or whatever. It's not very important. We empty the web browser cache. We log in again. And as you can see, it's now on the right part. It's not very pretty, but you can see that the font changed and the text is now, instead of being on the left, it's on the right part of the question part. So, well, it depends what you want to do, but so it's very simple, I guess. So let's see, of course. We're going to prove that it's working okay. So we are selecting the div. Up. So as you can see, this one, the left, is right instead of left. See, zero place. So let's see if it's working like the same thing in other web browsers. So the mighty Internet Explorer, magnificent piece of engineering. So we need to empty the web browser cache from Internet Explorer, and it's very important that you uncheck this one. This one tells that you want to keep the data from your favorite websites, and you want to uncheck that, because basically if you check this one, you will keep the CSS or data from the other websites, and we don't want to do that. We want to clean it, to clean everything. So once it's done, I need to use another account. Okay, whatever. So this one is in English. Request entry. Yeah, right. So we are going to use the same one. As you can see, so we don't have the parentheses because this one is in English and this one is in French, and I didn't translate the text from English to French. But as you can see anyway, the text is on the right side in both web browser. So let's try in the mighty Chrome. Admin should be fine. We need to we need to empty the Chrome cache. So we are with app-admin again. Request entry, browse, request, and the text is on the right. So it's working with all web browsers. So basically what is important to do is, one, to find the right CSS file. This is very important. The second very important thing is to not forget to empty the plugins cache, and the third thing is not forget to empty your web browser cache. If you fail one of those you won't see your modification. So basically, like I said, this one is bonus, I guess. Well, we saw that the question label, the class here, doesn't exist in any CSS file. So let's say that we don't want to alter the question body. We want to let it vanilla, I guess. So what we want to do is to return here and to alter to add a question label. So we're going to do this one. So we are going to put the text here, but to be sure that we change the right thing, we add correctly the question label. We are going to change the background color to this beautiful color. So we added a question label here, and this one is for actually a label, and this one is for input text area. Have we got anything for a label here? No. So let's see if it will work. I'm not a CSS expert, to be fair. It's been a while I didn't play with CSS. So we need to create again the jar. We need to stop Tomcat. Come on. We empty the plugins cache. We'll start Tomcat. We need to log in with administrator account. So Tomcat is launching, so it takes a while. Shouldn't take that long. Thank you. So we are looking for the right module. Like I said, this one is in 8.1, it's SRS, Service Request Console. I think that in previous versions it was the module name was different. So I will post in the video description a couple of links that I did before in the BMC community, so you can look at what was looking at 760 in 7604, for example. So I'm deleting the old one. I'm adding the new one. Save. So we need to log in again. I think I did a mistake here, because in fact I cleared before. Yeah, that's not good. I don't want to take a chance. So basically, as you can see here, I did a mistake, I guess. I emptied the cache before uploading the new jar. So I'm going to play it safe, and I'm going to start Tomcat and to empty the cache folder, so the plugins cache folder, so it downloads it again from ARS. So I'm logged in now. And as you can see right now, it downloaded. So first one is a chat, and now we have got the SRS service request console, and inside of it we got some stuff. So basically we got a class lifestyle jar and stuff like that. So that's why it's very important to respect the order in which you do the steps. So it won't work that well. It seems it didn't find the process, the right question label. So perhaps I didn't do it correctly. Oh, there is space. Perhaps it's wrong because it's not working. So let's try again. I think I forgot to delete the Firefox cache. So let's pretend everything is okay, everything was planned to show you what happens if you don't delete correctly the cache. You'd have the previous CSS stored into Firefox. This one was completely scheduled. Okay, so let's pretend that, and so let's try just. So we empty the cache, we connect again. So once again it's done live, so sorry if it's not very fail proof. So as you can see it's working. Whew. So I'm checking the question label, and as you can see this time the question label is created with the right background color, the font family, font size and width. So we successfully created a question label, and we managed to make it used by the web browser. So let's look at our friend, at our devious friend, Internet Explorer. So let's try not to flush the web browser cache. So we are going to use appadmin again. Yeah, right, whatever. I love you too. So, as you can see, we have got the old behavior right now. Everything is on the right, but no color. So, this time we are going to try emptying our web browser cache. And be sure to uncheck this one, the first one. So, you finished? Thank you, my lord. So amazed. I just love you. So, request entry. Right. So, browse, template, request. And it's working. So basically, if you are forgetting of if you are not doing the right step, you can have a very hard day if you want to change something here. So I will try to do a summary of what you need to do. So first one is to identify what you want to change, to modify. So for this one, you can use my tool of choices are Firefox and Firebug. Firebug, which is a module for Firefox, and it's free. So this is the first step. The second step is to extract the jar. So I'm going to copy paste because I don't know the fellow name by heart. Okay, you want to extract this one from its data visualization module. So you need to be an admin. Then you unzip the jar. You can use 7-zip for that. Okay, let's make it clear. And it's a freeware. So once you did that, you are searching into the jar files, I guess, extracted. You are searching for the text. So here we search for the style, for the CSS content. So Notepad++ is great, and it's a freeware. Once you've done that, you modify the CSS. You construct back the jar. So first you can zip it, then you rename into jar. Then you delete the all attached file in data visualization module. Only the attached file, not the record. And you save the record. You upload the new attached file, the new jar file, and save the record. Copy paste for the win. Then you stop Tomcat, very important. In Media you delete the content of plugin devs cache and plugins cache. Then you start Tomcat. Then you clear totally your web browser cache. And then you try. And it should work this way. It should work. So basically, in this example, we saw how to alter the CSS. So let's say I don't want to alter the CSS. Okay. I want to do it something more, how may I put it? More kinky. Yes, kinky is a word. So let's say I wanted to create question label LMA. Oops, this one. So we don't have question label anymore, and I want um, and I want my question to be using it. So let's try and come back here. We've got it, so it's perfect. So let's say that we don't want to change the question label or create it. We want to change the way the template is behaving, is working. So we are taking question label. Like we did before, we are searching for everything that has question label in. So we are looking for the label or something. So we are looking in the files. It doesn't find anything. What the hell? Thank you, my boy. Okay. So as we could see, we have got some. We saw earlier that we had some VM files, which are the templates. I think that before 8.1 it's not VM, it's ST. The extensions are the same, but the way it behaves is exactly the same. So basically we have got some questions, question type checkbox, that time, input, menu, radio button, range, and text area. So we are going to make a wild guess here, and to see if it's the question type is actually a text area or an input. So we are not going to make a wild guess. Let's try to be smart. So is it a text area or is it an input? So let's see. And it's text area, as you can see. According to the tag, it's a text area. So we should probably alter this one. So we created question label element. So we are going to use this one. And we are going to change the color to be sure that we are it change. Oh, this one looks fine. Okay, so we changed we created a new one, I guess, question label element, a new class, and we modify the template, the HTML template, to use the new one. So let's see if it's working. So let's try not to make the same mistake as earlier. Okay, we delete the old one. Oh my goodness, I got to log in again. And yes, I'm doing everything on with the Media, with the web browser. You could use Air User to do that, but to be honest, well, let's use a new tool. After all, Remedy User is supposed to be dead, so we delete the old attached file. We add the new one. We save. It's perfect. So we stop Tomcat. We delete the cache, plugins cache. It's okay. We start Tomcat, and we refresh our dear friend Firefox. So Tomcat, thank you. So we are using our friend James Bond. We are clearing the web browser cache. very important. And we try to go to request entry. And as you can see, it's working. So it's not on the magenta color anymore. So if you are looking into Firebug here, so as you can see here, it's question label LMA, and question label LMA exists, and it uses the values that we set. So basically, I showed you three things actually. First one is my very good English accent, for which I'm apologizing. The second one is we can change all the CSS, or we can alter the HTML template, and we saw how to find it, identify what we want to change, find what we want to change, alter the CSS, or alter the HTML template. And as you can see, it works like pretty well if you follow exactly the rules of what you need to clear and what you need to use when how to do it. If you do it correctly, it will work. It works in 7604, it works in 8.1. I tried that in 8.0 and it works. So well. So that was the first video. I hope that you enjoyed it or not. So well, perhaps see you another time for another tutorial. So bye bye.